Well, hello folks. It's been a long time since I made a film, which I apologise for. The weather hasn't been great and we've moved house, so a few excuses I suppose. But it's looking beautiful out there today, so I thought I'd take the opportunity, give myself a morning off work and take you paddling with me. Just go around the island this morning, or lunchtime now, and just have a couple of hours or 3 hours relaxation, immersion. It'll be good for me too. I haven't been very active recently, so it's good to get the limbs working again. So I'll do a wee burl around the island and see what we can see. And hopefully it will be a nice day for seeing otters, and certainly see some seals, I'm sure. Lovely. Well, I'll be speaking to you later then. Now the cormorants are beginning to lay claim to their ledges. They're beginning to look fine in their breeding plumage. It's wonderful that time of year, spring. Hello. Yeah, it's a very fine ledge you've got. Yeah, thank you. Sentinel, Tobermory Bay, Scots pine, beautiful tree. Wind is from the west. As a result, there's a slight swell sweeping into the Sound of Mull, I think. Very, very slight. It means that the sea is restless today. Creates this wonderful sound of it washing against the shore. There'll be lulls in the sound as the waves die away, and then a new set will come in and it'll pick up again. Just like that. That's just lovely. Just make my way a bit closer. It's an offshore breeze this side, so I find myself being blown offshore quite easily. Anyway, it's nice to paddle in close to the shore. Beautiful view down the Sound of Mull. Then Tala there at the bottom. Curtain of rain sweeping across. I keep seeing these fronds of kelp breaking the surface, and I think it's an otter. It's one of the drawbacks, I suppose, of paddling at low water is there's loads of kelp exposed. It makes me jump every time I see a piece, thinking, oh no, it's an otter. Lovely, but it's not. Magical nonetheless, beautiful. Well, I'm sorry I haven't put out a film before now. I did try and make one a couple of days ago, well, about 5 days ago, but the wind was blowing so hard that the sound was awful, and I just couldn't put it out. You wouldn't have understood a word I was saying. It would have been unintelligible, probably unintelligible at the best of times, but no, that was quite disappointing, because it was a lovely wee paddle around the island. Very, very choppy and lively and good fun, but no, it wouldn't have been good viewing. So we've moved house. We're still in Tobermory. We moved into a modern house in a small estate just outside the town, which better suits our needs in all fronts really. Economical, ecologically economical, suits our needs in terms of size. Lovely little garden, and putting a shed up so I can have my space where I can actually do my jewellery work, which would be fantastic. So I'm looking forward to having that. Sadly, my father-in-law has, well, in the last couple of days, has moved into a care home in Fort William. For the last 3 weeks he was in hospital here on the island in Craignure, down at the bottom end of the island, and sadly he had to move out of his kind of semi-independent living quarters place, and he's moved into a care home, which sounds like a lovely place in Fort William, but it is a 2-ferry drive for us. If we go via Fishnish and Coral Narrows, which is the way we'd go to Fort William, so it's about an hour and a half drive. So that's been a big thing in our lives at the moment as well, a big aspect. Yeah, and I suppose just generally being busy with my jewellery making, which has been great. Been making loads of beads and bracelets, which is a new avenue for me, and they seem to have gone down very well. So yeah, things are good. My mental health is pretty sound at the moment, pleased to say, largely because I've just come to the end of an intense period of counselling or psychotherapy, certainly therapy of some sort, courtesy of the NHS here in Scotland. Absolutely fantastic. It's helped me understand my relationship with my depression so much more clearly, and to view it as a relationship rather than something to be opposed. So early days, of course, but I'm really looking forward to testing out some of the new awarenesses that I've come across. I'll probably make a video about that at some stage and probably go into it in more detail, but sufficient to say I'm feeling good, and the awarenesses have led to some insights that have been very, very helpful with regard to how I can overcome moments when I'm challenged with my depression, and that's been really, really, yeah, like I say, hugely helpful. Yeah, and it's been good to, in a way, not be signed off from the community mental health team. I'm still on their books, but I'm kind of on the back burner, so to speak, which is my choice, and that's what I asked for, which means I don't have to have regular contact with the community psychiatric nurse, and probably reduced contact with the psychiatrist, and that helps me with regard to my sense of self and that sense of being on a journey towards eventual complete recovery. So it's good to know that they're there as a safety net, should I have a moment when I really need their support. But I'm hoping that won't be the case. But as usual, I'm just really grateful for the care I've received from the community mental health team here, the NHS, second to none really. Just feel really, really cared for and empowered really to continue to recover. And of course it's the other side of winter for me as well, so that's good, and looking forward to the spring. Certainly a day like today is almost spring-like. It's quite a cold wind though, but there's warmth in the sun sitting here in the out of the wind. So I'm looking forward to the longer days and doing more outdoors as well, which I'm very keen to do. And my theme for this year is nature cure. Hashtag nature cure. Really cementing my progress and pushing my roots of growth even further into the soil, so to speak. Really feel like I'm on the cusp of a new chapter of some sort for me, which is really exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. I am wary of my depression. I spoke a lot about in my therapy about how I fear that there's something waiting for me around the corner, that I might be surprised by something untoward and find myself in difficult straits again. But I feel far more confident about overcoming those moments. That's the key, really, and that's what I'm excited about. So that's it, really. That's a very, very quick catch-up, and yeah, it's lovely to be out, and yeah, I feel like I've given myself permission to be out today. Come out, have a few hours off work. Good for me. I can hear a ferry as well. I think it sounds like the clansmen rumbling into the Sound of Mull from the Minch. There we are, there's the ferry leaving into view. Very distinctive rumble. You hear it from miles and miles away. I can't say that the Clansman is the most graceful of ships. Most definitely ploughing through the sea. And, she pushes out quite a hefty wake as well, which in about 5 or 6 minutes will hit us over here on the shore. I'll just sit here and wait for it to arrive, just to show you what I mean. As you can see, it's relatively calm now, but when the wake arrives, you get quite excited. The sea's beginning to stir. Here comes the wake. That was 5 minutes from when the ship passed. small pleasures in life. That's all I need. And then it was quiet again. I've just had a thought that it's low tide around about now, and they're pretty big tides, so I'm wondering whether I'm going to find myself having to drag the kayak through the shallows here at the Dorling, or whether there'll be enough water for me to creep through. I have a hunch that I'm going to have to get out the boat. Oh, pleasant surprise, lovely. That's good. Paddling into wind now though. Well, there we are. That was a fantastic wee trip around the island. Hope you enjoyed travelling with me. Thanks very much for watching, and if you liked the film, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. That would be great. So hopefully it won't be too long before another film. But anyway, thanks a lot, and see you again sometime soon. Bye.